So I went viral again for like the 900th time. This time, driven by people who are absolutely horrible and lying through their teeth for no good reason at all, except to attempt to defame me. So I did what I always do. Wait until it hits a fever pitch, and every insane feminist on planet Earth covers it without doing an ounce of research or due diligence, and then wreck them all with the truth. You could make the case that, like, is bad for certain people.
No.
For certain people.
No, it's bad for everyone.
No, it's only bad for certain people. Here,
Andrew.
like, there's women, you agree,
No.
who have orgasmed during SA. Our story starts with a debate I did on whatever podcast with Oliver Nyhouse, a progressive Omegle debater known for making dishonest clips to demonize his debate opponents due to the fact that he himself was caught up in a significant sexual controversy.
The main allegation you've probably heard is that I exposed myself to an underage girl without her consent. Now, it is indeed true that I exposed myself to a 15-year-old girl over FaceTime when I was 17.
In the debate with Nyhouse, I pointed out that he was continuously referencing the term some people when he was actually referencing the vast majority of a group, which is a very dishonest debate tactic.
I think it depends on the individual woman and what she wants. Some people don't want to have that much sex. Some people just don't.
That doesn't answer my question.
Wait,
definition.
Some people aren't.
They
Some
conflate
people,
it with the scientific
some
definition.
Some people are also with social, though.
Yeah,
Some people definitely do.
I demonstrated this by creating a hypothetical where if it were the case that a single SA survivor didn't have a bad experience with SA, would it then be fair to say that we could reference that when a person had this horrible thing happen and say, well, some people don't enjoy that? To break it down more formally, I asked Oliver, is it logically possible a single SA survivor exists who enjoyed the experience? Oliver's response, sure, yes. When you say for some people, right? Mm-hmm. The reason you keep saying that is because even though it's the vast overwhelming majority of people, you want to like create this little minutia outlier, right? Is it logically possible that there's ever been a woman who's been SA'd who'd enjoyed it?
I am not going to.
Can you answer my question?
No.
Is it logically possible?
Logically possible? Sure.
Oops, Oliver. My position back. Then don't you think it's dishonest if I were to frame that way? Because if a single person exists, I could then say, well, only some people don't enjoy SA. This made Oliver upset as he was caught in a basic logic trap where he ended up conceding the point. Answer the question.
I'm not going to answer the question.
But because then I can't say some people.
I'm not going to answer whether women enjoy being.
That's not what I asked you.
Whether a woman has enjoyed being.
If there's ever been one. Do you think there's ever been one?
I'm not. No, I'm not answering.
You don't think there has been?
I don't know, and I'm not going to answer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to answer.
Because you
I'm
know.
Not gonna, this is a weird thing. What do you? This is such a weird thing
What's
to get on.
What's wrong with answering
about.
the question?
Because I'm not going to say, I'm not going to contribute to rhetoric that tries to say that there is anything good about SA.
Who said there's anything good about it?
You just said that some women orgasm, therefore that is a good of it.
No. I was running an internal critique and saying if it is the case of X, then Y. Mm-hmm. That's not me advocating for that position. Don't lie. That's one. And two, when we move into this, right, here's what I'm saying to you. And I'll ask this question again. Do you think that there's been at least one woman who's ever existed that was SA'd and liked it?
I don't know.
You don't think? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not going to answer that question, Andrew.
Because then I could say.
Because I'm not.
Because then I could say, well, why make the prescription shouldn't SA?
No.
Because some people don't like it.
No.
Yeah. At that point, I began mocking him for his absurd logic. You see, Oliver dishonestly cut a video, which is me making fun of him for his dishonest tactics, which led to this absurd conclusion. Now, far be it for me to point out how awful Oliver's logic is and that he could end up accidentally categorizing people who are on the receiving end of this horrible experience and marginalize them by saying only some people don't like it. But in this case, even from the feminist standpoint, I'm the good guy. But what did Oliver do? Well, he decided to selectively edit the clip to make it look like I was endorsing a thing I was making fun of him for, which he contributed to with his faulty logic. And Feminist actually ran with this. They actually ran with this. You could make the case that, like, is bad for certain people.
No.
This grown 50, 60-year-old man really sat there and said, rape is not bad for every woman because some of them orgasm.
Why?
Absolutely,
Why?
because there are overriding harms than just orgasm.
Do you know what your kids are watching on the internet? This is the kind of slop your young teenage boys are watching. That's Andrew Wilson of the Whatever podcast, which is a podcast that is meant to demean women.
It's my theory that they did this because they are really stupid. Did no due diligence, like taking 5 minutes to check the facts, and also because they are just fundamentally dishonest people who hate me. Now, all of you feminists owe me an apology. I never did the thing you claim. And all of you are lying through your teeth in a campaign of personal destruction based on something that never even happened. So to the crew, show everybody this video. Also, to any of the feminists that think for a second these are my views, or that the video you are presenting is legitimate, I challenge you all to a live debate on the platform of your choosing to defend your false claims. But we all know you're not going to do that, don't we?